Up coming your way today too. We're bringing you a very good information. This is something I've received or I've heard of, but I think yesterday and today a lot of people are asking me the same thing. So I thought of coming on live and then making this video to explain some of the things. Like you hear of care work, factory work. Can I get a care work? Can I get a factory work? Is that possible? And if it is possible, how can you go about it? So that is what this video is all going to be about. So I encourage you to stay to the end of this video so that you get all the information that you need. That you get all the information that will be needed for you. So this is Life App. If this is the first time you've seen this video or coming across Life App, what we do is we educate, we give information, opportunities moving abroad. So we tell you what is out there, what is happening, opportunities that are open that you can also look at, that you can try your luck on. If you qualify, then you go through. So that is all that Life App do. So it's like an information hub for traveling abroad, specifically Canada and then United States. Those are the two countries we give specific information on. Other countries, I may be able to say something about it, but I don't do much of other countries. I don't do much of other countries. I mostly do Canada and then United States. So this video will specifically look at Canada. We specifically look at Canada. So let me go on with the information that I have to give because I'll be going to work soon, and then I only have few minutes to do this. So the first thing is, it's possible for you to get those jobs from your home country. A factory job, a care job. Like, let me explain the care. I put the word care there because that is what most people know. If you talk of the care in Canada, we are not talking about house help. Care doesn't mean house help. The care are health care. Sorry. The care are house care. So they are health professionals. They are just like health professionals. So if you hear care, it's not just like ordinary house help that you go and then you help somebody at their house, clean their house, no, it is health professional. So that is it. So all this job is possible for you to apply from your home country to get it. But what you need to know is you need to meet that qualification. You need to meet the minimum qualification that you may qualify for. So applying to this job from your home country means that you must have some experience in the health sector. If you want to apply for care from your home country, you must have some experience in the health sector. So that is one that you need to know. Have experience from the health sector is very important if you're applying from your home country. If you are in the country already, then you don't necessarily need experience from the health sector. They will train you. You do some certification. Mostly those certifications are not hard to get. It's mostly maybe first aid, health certificate, like to check that you get that certificate for them to know that, because the care you are going to work with people, you are going to people house, so they have to give you that training So they give you a training, maybe some of them just 2 days, some 1 day, 6 hours, and then you write an exams. If you pass, they give you that training, and then they will train you on the job. If you are here, then they will look at that and do it for you. But from your home country, it's better you are in the healthcare, because so with your experience over there, they can base on that and then employ you. With your experience over there, they can base on that and employ you. So that is what you need to know. You need to know. But the important thing is, why I would say, if you're not in the healthcare and then you are outside your home country, it's not, because the chances of you being employed by any health care company or facility is very low. It's very low, because you will not qualify, you will not meet their required minimum requirement to qualify for that job. You not meet their minimum requirement to qualify for that job. And even aside that, they will not be able to get you the visa to come. They will not be able to get you the visa to come. So you take note. If you're not in the healthcare facility, or you are not in the health sector, my advice to you is that try to get into the country first by using visitors. Now with Canada, because of the cap, it will be schooling is now difficult for you to come through schooling. So you can use visit conference to enter the country, and then you can look for some of the health facilities, because they are in demand. They need people to work. So if you have any minimum qualification, then you just go through that training. Some is just a day, some too will go for maybe 3 months, depending on what you want to do over there. So that is what you will do. Saying all this, it doesn't mean you cannot still qualify. You can still qualify, but it will depend on you. If you just apply with your normal resume and your qualification, because whatever you have on your resume does not meet their requirement, so your application will be put aside. No one will be looking at your application. If you have been following me, I have a video on how to search for a job in Canada that is using the job bank. Over there, you go specifically for recruiters, employers that are looking for international applicants. That is where you go. And then you'll be able to look at that and apply to them directly. Most of the time, it's important you contact them so that they know who you are, because what is on your resume will not speak much for you. Whatever is on your resume will never speak much for you. Because let's see an example. Like I was talking to somebody who is a teacher. The person is a teacher. Yes, it's true, you've been educated, but trying to get a care job, a healthcare job from your home country as a teacher, your degree, your PhD, your master's, whatever you have as a teacher in your country does not qualify you to work as a healthcare giver in Canada. That does not qualify you to work as a healthcare giver in Canada. So it's important that you let them know what you can do. Let employers know what you can do. Some of them, because they are recruiting international applicants and then looking at your qualification, though it's not in the health sector, and then you don't need much to do the healthcare job, they can recruit you and train you because they saw that you have a qualification that you can learn quickly. So they can do that. So that is where you have to reach out to them, explain things to them. So if you just put your application there, your application will not meet their requirements, so they are not going to help you with it. And then you should know that any work that you apply outside Canada, you before you get a work, there is two parts. The employer employs you, that is one part. You get your job offer and every, that is the first part. The second part is you coming to Canada. The fact that you have employment doesn't mean you can come to Canada. You need to apply for the visa, the work permit, to come and work. And that one, it depends on the employer, and then it depends on the immigration office. So if the employer doesn't have the LMIA, that is why you will say, I've applied to a whole lot of job, no one is responding to me, because the employer knows that even if they employ you, if they respond to your application, they don't have any means of getting you a work permit. So they will just ignore your application. That's why I emphasize on always looking for specific employers that are ready to employ international applicants. So you don't just go and then apply for any job. No, it's not any job that you go and then apply for. You have to apply for specific employers that have stated that we need international applicants. Most of those employers, they have the LMIA, or they can easily get the LMIA. They meet the requirement for LMIA. So they know that if your resume is good, your experience is high, they need you, it's easy for them to get the LMIA for you, and then they can get the work permit for you. So if the employer doesn't state that, you can reach out to the employer. That is where I also advise that it's important you write to the employer. Some of the employers don't know that they can hire you from outside Canada. So you have to write to them. Anytime you are searching for job, you look at, if you read the job description and everything, the employers have their contacts there. You can contact the employers and tell them, hey, here, this is me, this is what I have, this is what I can do, I'm very good to, I'm very ready to work for you, I'm ready to learn everything. Now, for immigration, I know that this and this and this, but there is a way out. This is what the immigration office says, so it's possible you can employ me and then we can work things out. Some of them will understand you if they really need your this thing. If they really need your service, they are going to employ you. Some of them, not all of them. So don't waste time just applying to any employer. Just go straight to the employer, write to the employer, tell the employer your intention, know what the employer have, and then let the employer know it's possible for him to employ you and get you the work permit. So that is very important. So the second part is them giving you the work permit. I can tell you an experience. When the first job I applied to come to Canada, it was just like the same way you are also doing now. It was just on the internet, just looking for job, just applying for job. So I just applied to one job. They called me, they interviewed me, they were happy to work with me. Now I'm done with the employer part. They've given me a job offer, everything is genuine. So the next part is to get the immigration, the visa to come, the work permit. And then the employer, they knew what they were supposed to do, so they needed to get the LMIA. They applied for the LMIA then. They paid $1,000 to apply for the LMIA. It took about, I think about 4 or 5 months, and then they were denied the LMIA. So that means that I cannot come and work for them. So if they have the LMIA, then they will give that LMIA to me. Then I apply for the work permit, and then so far as I have the job offer, I have the LMIA, automatically I'll get the work permit. The work permit will never be denied, and I could get it even within 2 weeks. So that is what you need to know. So those who you hear people say, well, come, we'll give you work in Canada, apply, pay this money, we'll get in your work visa. It doesn't work that way. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work. So in most cases, if you have heard, those people will tell you, we are doing a work visa for you. So this is the amount. After you've paid the amount, and then in some few time, maybe some few weeks or months, they will tell you, oh, the company said they are not hiring again, or something happened, so we changed your work visa to visitor's visa. No, they knew what they were doing. It's a lie. They knew there is no way they can get you that job, but they want you to pay more, or they want to, because if they have said, oh, we are doing visitor's visa for you, you will say, well, I don't need a visitor's visa, I need a work visa. So they will tell you it's a work visa, and later on they will tell you the company is not recruiting again, or and then they can make any fake things and show you, oh, you've been employed, this. They show you all those documents, because that one everybody could print it out and show you. But they know that they cannot get you a work visa. So they can do a visitor's visa. So they'll tell you, oh, the company is not employing again, so let's do it. Let's do it visit, because you've paid, you've committed yourself already. So you just go for the visit. You can do this thing yourself. Just talk to the employers, explain things to them, let them know your qualification. Though you may not meet the qualification that they are looking for, but let them know what you can do. Let them know what you can do. Like I said, for the care job, they just look for those health, like first aid, and so those are things that, though it's good you can have some in your home country, but even if you come here, you still have to do it, even if you're a nurse or what, because it's a requirement for the government, because you are dealing with human beings. And then those companies are very careful, because people can sue them for any little mistake that they do. So they are very careful. The government check them, because it's human being that you are working with. So they make sure they do the right thing. You still have to go through that training and get that certificate here. So now let's look at the factory work. The factory work, this is how it works. You cannot come to Canada and work at a factory if you don't have any skills. So if you say factory work, most of the time what you are looking at or what you are thinking is, oh, I'll be doing boxing, I'll be just doing canning, I'll be doing those mini jobs. No, they will not even employ you, because there are so many people in the country that can do that job. So there's no way the immigration is going to give you a visa to just come to Canada and then do boxing, which doesn't need any skills. Just come and then do canning, which doesn't need any packaging, which doesn't need any skills. So they will not even employ you, and even if they employ you, immigration is not going to give you that visa to come. You've heard of many students are here, they don't get a job. Many students, many people are here on visitors, and then they need job to change to work permit, and they are not even getting it. They are not even getting it now. It's even difficult to get a job over here. So don't think that you apply for any job, like I want to work at the store, I want to work at the restaurant, a cleaner. No, immigration will not even give you a visa. So what you need to do is find a way to come to the country first, through visit, through conference, through school. School is now difficult now. Through school, come, and then after that, since you are in the country, then it will be easy for you to get some of those jobs, because those jobs don't need any skills. So you'll be able to, they will employ you, but you still have to do some safety certification, and those are very simple things, just some few hours or some couple of days, then you get that certification. That is not anything which is difficult for you, just training. But hiring you from outside, you need to be skilled. You need to be skilled. Maybe you are a forklifter. You are able to use that fork. You're able to drive that, or you are a driver, because even a company will need some drivers to drive their trucks, and then you are a skilled worker. You're a skilled worker. It doesn't matter your education. It doesn't matter that you hold a degree. So don't think that because you hold a degree, then working at the factory, just boxing, packaging is simple. So they have to, no, it doesn't work that way. There are so many people in the country who have degrees but are not employed. Their high school students are there. They do those jobs. They do those jobs. So the government is not going to give you a visa to come and then do packaging. Then what will the high school students do if they are on summer break, if they are on, like most of the high school students work after school to get some money for themselves. So those shop Walmart, and then it's high school students that do that work over there. So if you're in the country, then you get a chance to work there. But if you're outside the country, those jobs will not, they will not even take you. What happens is that if you have, like, some Ghanaians are skilled workers and they have their own companies. So let's say, for instance, if I am a Ghanaian here, and then let's say I am a contractor. I'm a skilled worker contractor, have my mini company. That one, I'll be able to employ you to come here, and then I'll be able, because I have that company, I'll be able to apply for the LMIA to get you in. That is simple. But for those Canadian companies, they are not, because that one is like country to country. So he just consider you and then find a way to explain to the government that he needs you to come here and then work. You may be good at your skills there. Maybe you are a mechanic in Ghana, you are a carpenter, you are a mason, you are good at that. Even the work that you've done there is very magnificent, like it's very good. But still, you cannot get that chance. The immigration will not give you that visa to come into the country, simply because in our country, most of those skilled workers just completed junior high school, did not even complete senior high school, and even some of them did not even complete school at all. So they have the skills, they are 100% expert, but you don't have any certificate to back that. You don't have any certificates to back that. I heard of a story, I saw it on YouTube, a Nigerian who said, I'm a seamstress, and then I got a PR, I got a visa to come to Canada as a PR. So I said, no, this is too sweet, this is too nice to believe. So I said, okay, well, let me go and then watch the video and then see the details of it. So I watched the full video, and then I understood it, why she was able to get that. You know, that seamstress that she said she used her seamstress to come to Canada was a master's degree holder. She was a master's degree holder, and then she learned that seamstress, like he said, her mom was the seamstress, so they used to learn it at home, and then she got that skills. So when she was applying for it was a some of these provinces nomination. So she applied as a seamstress because she was a master's degree holder. She has done the seamstress and gotten some certificate on that too. So attaching his master's degree, her master's degrees holder, her master's degree, and then the certificate from the sim, and then some of the work she did. So she has been documenting some of the work she has been doing and all those things, put it in the application. She was able to go through and she was invited as a permanent resident. So you see, so it's not that every seamstress could just come to Canada. Every seamstress should just come to Canada. No. So if you are a mason, you are a carpenter, you have those skills, try to get those certificates attached to it. I think in Ghana they do have certificates to it. They do have I've forgotten the name to it, but I think if you go to the labor office, they give them certificate, they write tests and give them certificate for what they are doing. So you need to do that, and then you have to be professional. You have to be professional. Try to document some of the things that you are doing. So if there is a chance out there, you are able to show that, well, this satisfied, this is the certificate I hold, this is me, this is some of the job that I'm doing, so that they know that it's you. So if you indeed, you know that if the employer gets you, the immigration is also going to give you the visa because you are needed. You are needed. But you can't say you're a master's degree holder in economics. So if you apply to come and work as a factory worker in Ghana, they should give you a visa. No, it doesn't work that way. It doesn't work that. You need to be skilled. And then if you are skilled, it's easy for you to come. It's easy for you. So if you have the certificate, so if most people reach out to me, the first thing I ask them is, what is your qualification? What is your experience? Because those two things will pave the way for you. So if you have that qualification, you have the experience, then we try to look for a place for you. Try to look for a place for you. It's easy for those who have those knowledge and have those certification than those who don't have that knowledge. Let me tell you, like, if I'm giving myself as an example, I'm a teacher. I have a master's degree in education and I have other certification. I have about 4 or 5 other certification to it. But let me tell you that if I apply for a care job in Canada here, I will not get it. If I apply for a care job, I will not get it. Why? Because though I have my degrees are not in any care related thing. So if I need to do a care job, I need to get that short courses done. I need to go and do those courses. And then me being a teacher, with my experience as a teacher, and then with those certificates, then they can consider me to work with them. So that is how things work. It is easy, but you have to look at the right way. You have to look at the right way. So if you're a teacher, you look for schools. If you are a banker, you look for banks. If you are a nurse, you look for health-related works. Like, just your certification is where you have to apply to. But if you want to do those many jobs, that even if you look at the requirement for the job, they will say high school graduates. It's true, they are looking for high school graduate, but not those outside Canada. It's for those inside Canada. So if you're outside Canada and then you are looking at those jobs, know that you have to qualify for it. Your master's degree does not qualify you to be a baker at the bakery. You have a master's degree in accounting. You have what do they call it? Is it MBA or whatever? In accounting. If you apply to a bakery to be a baker, no, you will not be allowed. They will not accept you. They will not accept you. because that is not your qualification. But somebody who just completed SHS, who did, let's say, home economics, and then after that did some bakery courses, had some certification, have worked with some bakery, apply to that same job, the person will be accepted. That is how things work over here. That is how things work over here. The person will be accepted. So that is what you need to do. If you're applying for the job, just do random search and make sure that that job need international applicant, because the LMIA is also important. The first thing is for you to, oh, somebody sent a message. Oh, sorry, I'm not looking at the message. Okay, you just thanking me. Okay, you are welcome, Edison. So the first thing is getting the job. The next thing is getting your visa. So you could get a job. I told you my story. You could get a job and then you'll be denied a visa. So you make sure that whatever you are doing correspond to everything. You see, if you get the right job with the right qualification, the visa is automatically guaranteed, 99% guaranteed, because they have their LMIA. They gave you the job offer, so the officer cannot deny you the visa. If they deny you the visa, the company is going to question them. So this is something that you need to know. So those who think they could just come to Canada and work as a, like, any petty job, it doesn't work that way. Cleaners, let me talk about cleaners. Cleaners, you can't just stand up and say, I'm going to be a cleaner in somebody's. It is a company that hire people to go and clean people's houses. So like, if I just go online and look for a company, oh, I need somebody to come and clean my house for me, maybe then I book, then the company will bring people to come and do the job, and then they go their way. And then before, you see, that job doesn't need any qualification, though you still go through some safety training, and then because you need to, the government have to make sure that the company is doing the right thing, so you still have to go through all those safety training, but it doesn't need any qualification. But the thing is, even if somebody employ you from your home country as a cleaner, the visa officer will not give you the the work permit to come and work as a cleaner. No, they will never give you. They will never do that. They will never do that. If that happens, then it means like the country will be choked with so many people, and then their own people will not even get a job to do. Like I said earlier on, those petty jobs are for the high school students here, and those who are like students and international students who have come here, they do those jobs. And even for them now, they are more than the jobs here, so they will not give you that. But what will happen is, if you know somebody that have that cleaning job, like you know the person personally, then the person can employ you, get the LMIA. The LMIA is not anything difficult to get. It's difficult to get, but it's not anything hard that you cannot get. It's just that you prove that you need that job, you need that services, and no Canadian is doing it. No Canadian is doing that work. No Canadian is employing you. You just have to advertise the job, and then you see. So some of the jobs even that you see being advertised, they have hired the people already. But if the employer understands the game, he knows how the things work. And then maybe the employer was an immigrant, and now he's successful here, so he understands how things work. That's why I say it's important to reach out to the employer, write to them. Some of them were just like us, and they are successful. So like if for instance one day I'm able to get some little company here, I know how things work. So if somebody email me and tell me, hey, this, I will be considerate and then work things around. So you see some of the job they've posted it there, but it's just to prove the LMI. So they'll just post it there and then take a screenshot and send it to the office, the labor office, that they've posted the job for about 3 months, 4 months. Nobody is applying, and then this international guy who meets all qualifications has applied it. So I need my job going. So yeah, they give you the LMIA, and you'll be able to work with. And then one more thing that I need to say, I've said this on my channel several times, the LMIA exempt. LMIA exempt. That is also important. LMIA exempt. That one you don't need LMIA. So if you are looking for those jobs, look for like not even smaller towns, like villages. Let me put it that way. And then it's simple to find that, or is this place a village, or is it a town, or is it a city? You can just Google it and then you know the population, though, because some of them, they don't even have much jobs there. But because people don't want to go there, if they have a vacancy there, and then you apply, and then this will apply to like those who are, because most of the jobs there are like office jobs. Educated, you need to be educated, like those in financing, accounting, management, and then those type of jobs. You just apply to them, and then you tell them they could apply for what is called LMIA exempt. So they'll be exempted from LMIA, and then they will give them a number, and then you can use that number to apply for your work permit. If you have that document, your work permit is very easy. It's very easy to get that work permit. So that is another trick that you could use. So don't be looking at Toronto, don't be looking at Montreal, Quebec, Vancouver, Edmonton, Calgary. Don't be looking at those places. Look at the villages. They have what they call here First Nations, the indigenous. So you can Google, if you are doing any search, be searching for like First Nation. Look for the jobs over there, especially for the nurses who are, to be a nurse here, it's a health issue. It's with human being, and they are very careful. That is why they don't just employ nurses from outside. They do, but they don't just do it like that, because if anything happens, they be in trouble. So, but look for those places, because they will not require LMIA. They only have to apply for LMIA exempt. That can take about 48 hours to get that document, and then you apply. So what you need to do is, if you see the job, apply to the job, reach out to the employer, explain your things to the employer. If possible, you can even call. Now, I think most of the telecoms have some subscription that you can do, that you can make international calls, which are not costly. So you can look at the time difference, and then look at when they are at work, and then you call by putting your applications first, and then you call and say, hey, I sent out this application, I've not heard anything from you, I'm trying to follow up with it. They'll know how serious you are. Even they put your application away, because you are an international and nobody in the country is applying for that job. The job is still vacant. They put your application away simply because they saw you are an international and you did not also follow up. And they still have the vacancies there. Nobody is applying. So if you follow up, they will also follow up with your application. Then if you give them that call, that tells them, hey, this guy is serious. He has called all the way from his country to find out. So you see, there are so many little tricks that you need to use. Because I remember when I was trying to get a job in Canada, I was in the United States. And then I had my telephone service was only to call the United States for free. What I did is I changed my plan to add international plan to it, and then that means every month I have to pay extra. And then I was just making the calls. I put in my application, then I wait for about a week or two. If I don't hear any response, I send a follow-up email to the employer. In a week time, if I don't hear any response, I call. And then if I call, obviously they are not going to say your application will not be, they'll tell, okay, we will look at your application. 3 days time, I'll call back. Yes, I'll call back. And then I was able to get it. I can tell you, even up to now, I'm not looking for a job, but every day I have employers calling me, employers sending me emails, asking me there is vacancies here. Will you be able to come and look at it? Why? Because I did everything right. I did everything right. So that is what you also need to do. That is what you also need to do. It is possible, but it's not easy. Just get the right information and then know the right way to do things. Know the right way to do things. And then if you're putting up your resume, that is your CV, like, know how to do it. CVs shouldn't be like writing a term paper or a thesis. Shouldn't be pages. Your CV should just be at most 2 pages. Even 2 pages is that's what I'm saying, at most. Your CV should be simple and then informative. Just 1 page. If somebody looks at it, he sees everything about you. Your CV should be the one that an employer could not just pass it. If he see your CV, he want to call you and find out more about you. So that is what you need to do. This is very, very important. So for now, it's time for me to go. Maybe I'll come back and then tell you more on what you need to know. But try your best, try your luck, keep trying like that. It's going to work. But just as I explained to you, it doesn't just work that way, that you apply it anyhow and then you get a job. If they say healthcare, you know what it is. Factory jobs, you know what it is. So those are not easy for you to just get it. You need to get the skills. You need the skills to get it. So far as you are educated, then you should find a way to work around it. But if you want to get those jobs easily, then you have to come as a visitor, you have to come with a conference, you have to come as a student, and then you'll be able to just divert and then get those jobs. So that is it. And then I did some videos some months ago about UK teaching certificate, QTS. Yes, a lot of people are getting their QTS. They are reaching out to me. They've gotten their QTS. Now I'm trying to get work for them in the UK. I have some recruiter that I'm reaching out to. So if you did not do your QTS, if you're a teacher in Ghana, you can check my videos and then look at the QTS process, do your QTS, and then if you get it, hopefully you will get a job in the UK. So that is it for today. Thank you all for staying Thank you all. Thank you all for staying with me and listening to this. Share this for others. Share this for others. And then one more thing that I did for to help all of you. You know, I have a lot of videos. I think about 300 videos on my YouTube. So if you go to my YouTube to find a video, it's very difficult for you to find it, because even at times people will ask me, but it's difficult for me to go through about 300 videos, and then now the videos are just increasing because every day I'm trying to put something there. So what I did is I made a website just for you, and then I've tried to just categorize the videos. So if you go to the website www.lifeapp21.com, lifeapp21.com, you see the website there, and then just if you're looking for work, you just go for work, and then I've not been able to upload much there. Work, and then you see some few videos there that talks about work. School, you click on school, you see some few videos there that talks about school, so that you don't do, once you go to the YouTube, it's very hard to navigate through and get the right video that you are looking for. And then you can't watch all the videos you can't watch all the videos, about 300 videos, you can't watch all of them. You need to be specific on what you want to watch. So that is why I did that. So you can use that to be navigating through the information that I share. Yeah. So do not hesitate to reach out if you have any question, any concern. I'm ever ready to help anybody who is ready to help themselves. I'm ever ready to help, give you all the information that you need. Others will try to do what they can do to help you in the quartz way, in the fake way. Well, that is there, but I'm only giving you genuine information, the right thing, and then you decide on what to do. Some people do bad things, and then they get the right result. Some people too stick to the right and get the right result, but I choose to show you the right way. So if you have been following me, listening to my video, watching my video, I don't say anything about things that seems to be illegal. Things that seems to be illegal. They are there, people do that. So at times people will be asking why somebody did this. Why do you say, why are you not saying? No, I'm not saying what somebody did. I'm saying what I know to be the truth. So you follow what is there. Yeah. So you can reach out to me if you need any help, anything. You can reach out to me. Now, I came across one Ghanaian immigration consultant who is in Canada here. Years. Then if anything which is like that, I give information. I'm not an immigration consultant, so I cannot do any official immigration work. I can help you with your application, guide you with your application. I will not charge you anything, just give you the information. Okay, well, you can do this way, you can do this way, you can do this way, you can look at this job, I can do that. But when it comes to doing official thing, putting my name in your application, that I'm the one helping with your application, I don't do that. And he can do that, and he do it for, like, it's a job, his job. He has gone for school for that, so that is his job. And that is specifically for those who have difficulties, those who have problem with agents, those who have been banned, those who have problem, they've applied and have problem with the immigration office. For that one, that is his job. So if you have any issue, I'll just give you his contact, and then you deal with him with that. And then he's very good. He's doing very good work here. And then he have office in Ghana too, that he have lawyers, that if anything, he'll be able to help. But that is business. So that is not free. I do everything for free. I give you information for free. I guide you for free. But his is business. I went to school to be a teacher, so if I'm teaching you something that I need to teach you as a teacher, then I will charge you for that. But for this one, I'm doing it for free from my heart. But he too went to school to be an immigration consultant. So um, don't say he should do it for free for you. He will charge you, but because you're a Ghanaian, he will take something small. He will not do anything bad. And then for if you are listening to me, if you're on this channel and you are in Canada already, you have some difficulties, you have anything, then he can guide you with that. There are so many Canadian immigration consultants in the country that can help, but they do it for job. I just saw this one, then I thought it's important. I talk about him. So that is it. So see you next time. If you did not come early, you can go back and then watch everything that I said. This was just a conversation, so I was just talking randomly, but everything that I said was very important. You need to pick all of them and then like pick out the right one. So see you next time. Bye.